Excuse me as I get comfortable. What's up, folks? I know it's been a while, right? Welcome to Celtics Be Ballin'. You know how you just say a couple times, but I really don't know what's going on with the club over there. If y'all watched my last video, last podcast, I said there was a part 2 coming. I think I explained what happened, but quick recap. So I was here talking, yapping for like almost 2 hours. That would have been my longest podcast. But after, I think like, say 25 minutes or less, it just cut off, which is bonkers. But it's okay, that's how it be. I mean, things happen. But I was, ramping and raging with like how we just fell apart. The title says it all. We didn't show up, which was so it was embarrassing, but me being a Celtics fan and watching this current group, and not saying all the players, but it's like we fight much better when our back is against the wall. And I thought our back would have been against the wall still, but it's like I guess we exhaled because we came home and we expected to win, but you can't expect to do something. You have to still put in action. And then first play, my man Jason, people say he shouldn't have played in the game. I think he shot. Well, I watched the game, but I can't remember how much he shot. But he ain't shot the ball a lot. I don't think he got 11 shots up. Maybe that's his points. It's been a while, and I'm still well, I'm over that. But now I'm looking at my team in a different perspective, which I didn't want to look at them before, but it's reality. But they're gonna save me some money because I was fanning out last season. I guess I would say because of the way we started, it was really surprising because we was playing good ball, but then the prior season, how we was mopping teams, I was expecting us to get better, but it's like we was still doing good, but the way we was winning games, some of them was, was a lot of blowouts. I'm trying to remember, but it wasn't blowout like that, like how we was doing them by 25, and then the thing with last season and both his prior seasons, but the season before last, I guess you say with Ime, we was bopping teams and we wasn't letting up. This season, a lot of times we couldn't come back from leads, or not even saying that when we was up, we couldn't sustain big leads. We couldn't go from 25 or say even 15 to 20 and 25. Just keep on putting the pressure. Well, if y'all watch, if you're a fan of Celtics, I'm sure y'all watch. Even the highlights, we're just mopping team. But y'all watch the game and see highlights don't say it all except for the plays they want to show you. Basically, it's all the shots they made. And if you watch the highlights, you can't really. You're gonna see basically it's a highlight of the game, but you ain't gonna really if you're a basketball player, you still ain't gonna really know what happened. The intricacies. You know what I'm trying to say. The ins and out. That word. That's what it means. But from I'm rambling a little bit, but I didn't see basically that same mentality from last year, especially. I said it to someone at work when Marcus Smart went down before the All-Star game. That's what I was thinking. I was like, Marcus Smart went down and we just playing because Marcus Smart's general. That's why I didn't even mention it. Like, how y'all gonna trade Marcus Smart for I'm not gonna butcher this man's name, KP. They're gonna say his name enough, so I'm gonna get the pronunciation. Perginskisk, Perginskis. That's my best effort for now. But how you gonna trade Marcus Smart for not even for anybody? Like, come on, Marcus Smart was a problem. Excuse me for the dead air, but my laptop, I was about to give y'all, it just died. I thought it was plugged in long enough. But Marcus Smart, y'all gonna Marcus Smart is the foundation. If you go on my webpage, he's the banner. I guess that's what it is. You can see his green, green little dreads. I don't know what to call it. But I don't understand. It's puzzling. I don't know. I spoke to one other Celtics fan actually today. We both why? Like I said before, I like Jalen, but if Jalen went and Marcus Smart stayed, I would have understood. I was reading up a little bit because I was contemplating, should I do it? Because I've been was wanting to do this video, but then at the time I'm not gonna come on here because every time I think about it, I haven't been able to, not because of that, because of the trade, whatever, but because I didn't want to have other people input, saturate my thoughts, I guess you could say. I just want to have my own thoughts. So for the whole week, and Marcus Smart got traded, but either last Wednesday, I believe, before the trade, before the draft. The draft was Thursdays, so I believe it was last. So see, this is usually, I check in at least a couple times a week, probably a couple times a day, because I'll be on the net, just be scrolling. I'll be on Bleacher Report and all that. They have a own page of the Celtics, so I'll be checking it up. And then if I'm on there today, but I'm literally why? And then before I was gonna come on here because I was contemplating to do it or not, because it's late. It's late, but it's early in the morning now. But so I'm scrolling to get information because I went on here, but so I'm let me go in here because I was gonna go on my laptop and get a couple information, but except my laptop died. I don't want a stat, but I want to see Marcus Smart average for the Celtics career. I only went on one site and I seen his stats for this year, which was, they said 11.5 points. So I round that up, 12 points, and it was I think 6.5, or maybe it was 6.3, but it might have been 6.3 or 6.5, but 6 assists regardless. That's a career high. Marcus Smart had 11 assists in the first quarter, and then Pritchard got in the game. Not hating on Pritchard. And then the second half, if my man had 11 assists in the first quarter, why wouldn't you get him the ball? Because he's getting other people involved. That's what made the game so frustrating with the turnovers. Because I'm bro, why are you trying to do so much? This is me talking to Jalen, watching, why are you trying to do so much with the turnovers? Because I was watching the game at work, and because that's why I watched it at work, because I never watched the game at work. I always come in here, but one, it was game 7. I was hyped for that, but then I'm I'm not gonna come home and be frustrated and go to be frustrated because we lost, because I know my team. That's why I was when we lost, I was very upset, but it wasn't shocking. It was shocking the way we lost, because we literally came without no energy. I expect at least a fight, and then maybe we stop whatever. But I didn't expect us just come out and that's not all the players, but it could be a psyche thing. Jalen, okay, Tatum got hurt, so now I got to take over. So I'm not even thinking I'm doing too much. I'm just going through the motions. But when I stopped watching the game at work was when Jalen came up. I guess this would be on the left side. I think it was in the third quarter, and I never even done this before. Which because I like to watch the game and live whatever. But I was listening to the first quarter on the radio with Max and Sean Grady. I never done that, so I was hyped with that. But then we just getting mopped before halftime. I think we went down 17 before half. So it was like, wow, what is this? Before halftime, we can't even make the game close or make it respectable. But Grady put out a stat. That's why I like listening to it. I used to before. This season I haven't done it because I be distracted. If I see a play or if they call a foul, either side, whatever, and it's not foul, I'll stop and I'll rewind it. So even if it's live, I'll go back, and then it kind of throws off the radio. So I'm I just do that, and then whatever. But it's not because I like listening to those dudes. But they said we were 0-11 when we went down 15 plus, which is just not how in the aspect how are we gonna be a championship team and we can't come back from 15 points, and teams done that to us. I don't get it. I don't get it. I was hyped, but my hypeness went down further, especially after maybe before even the playoffs started. But in my psyche, I was just using even me. I was man, can't wait till the playoffs start. So that's why I was okay, maybe that's no excuse. Shouldn't be, And I'm not saying they was playing bad because I can't remember I don't think we played terrible the end to come into the playoffs. I can't really remember, but from the All-Star game, and then I was contributing to Marcus Smart because Marcus Smart was out for a whole month. I think he was out for 9 games straight. So that's a month and change, but that's basically a month. Well, it was a month and change, so it might have been more games. But when Marcus Smart went down, we was playing there was no floor general. That's why I'm if there's no floor general and Marcus Smart is core of the team, in my opinion, maybe, and there'll be a lot of hate on Marcus Smart. I don't know why. They say he shoots, comes down and shoot threes. Yeah, he comes down and shoot threes when we're down in games, and he's trying to come back like any other player will do. Marcus Smart lit it up many times from 3. Went 6 for 11 or whatever. Marcus Smart, I think, either tied the record for the most threes in Celtics season with it. You know what I mean? So it's that's just little petty little things, yeah. Any other player. And this is my, just to prove a point. I'm not no of course I'm gonna take up for him, but I'm not he's not subject to criticism. Cause even my boy, but I'm yo, bro, get your stuff together. Come on, you messing up right now. We need you. Focus. When we was playing, it was this series. No, this series. It was it's not the Miami series, so I'm thinking maybe the Philly series. Basically, he was trying to do like a bait thing, like how Chris Paul be baiting people. But at the time when he did it, it was so unnecessary because I think we just kind of got the momentum. We might have went up like maybe 3 points, or maybe it was down, but I believe we had the momentum of that game, like just before that play, because I think we were struggling and we made a good play or something like that. So I'll say if I was him, I understand what he was trying to do because it was momentum, so he was trying to bring more momentum by trying to pick up a foul, but it was so unnecessary. So I'm like, bruh, come on. Cause like the way it was like a bait, and like what I mean. Usually Marcus is good at baiting players, but at that point it was unnecessary. I think he was bringing up the ball. I don't remember the sequence. Maybe let's just say he was bringing up the ball or something, or the other player was bringing up the ball. Some how Chris Paul be trying to bait people. But at that moment, so right there, that was some foolishness. But Mark Smart, his name Marcus Smart, and I believe if we made Marcus take more control of the game, like bringing up the ball and distributing it more instead of like Jalen just bringing the ball every time. And I still haven't got to the point, like the left side, we know the play. He comes down, out of control, dribbling, and get picked. We seen soon as he was bringing it up, I'm like, please, Jalen, please don't do it. Please. You get to the 3, shake off his defender a little bit, and then, but like out of control. I thought that's why my man was doing unsafe stuff underwater with weights and all that to control his breathing, and I thought that was part of not turning over the ball, but I guess that's a different aspect. But you don't need to be doing no dangerous stuff like that, bro. I'm thinking you did that to be more mentally fit, because you gotta stay focused and breathe and all that too, because you're underwater. But don't do that dangerous stuff, because it ain't help. So they ain't help, bro. I'm not saying don't train hard, but stay ass on land. Because if something happened to you, weight hit you in your, you let go of the weight when you're in the water, and the weight hit you in your freaking knee, and then mess up your whole knee, and you gonna talk about, oh, I tried to pick up some glass and it broke, and I cut my finger. Not saying it sounds suspicious, but even that, like, bruh. Like, this, I don't know what's up with you, Jalen. There's a lot of things that be going on outside of basketball. Understand? Maybe maybe you had a baddie over and she was acting up. Threw a glass at you or some shit. Try to catch it, try to be fucking Spider-Man. That should cut you. Cause she's, threw that shit like a softball player. But Jalen, bruh, you my dude. You still gonna be my dude. I'm still frustrated with you. 8 turnovers, but 8 turnovers for no reason though. That's the thing. It wasn't like it was down 2 and you was like, damn, okay, boom. Those turnovers were so costly, unnecessary, bro. But after I seen you turn over the ball, coming down all lackadaisical, just like, cause if you wanna, I don't know. This is just a tip, maybe to my viewers, whatever. But if you can't control the ball, I was saying because I have smaller hands, but it's not that. It's just your tips. It's your, so you gotta like. Excuse me, I'm gonna show you. This right here. This is if you wanna like seriously. And this is for like if you want to get a better grip on, you know, your gun and all that. It's for like a lot of different things, but basically like tennis grip. But this right here, this will help you. And do this while you chilling, watching TV, whatever, you know what I mean? And it works. Like, I was about to say I'm not gonna guarantee, but I'm gonna guarantee if you do it and you don't do it like after a while, because as you see, I had another one but I lost. I guess I'll say I lost it. I put it down and someone like, I went back and it wasn't there, you know, so I'll say I lost it, but you know how that goes. But I forgot I had this one, so I was looking for something else and I found it. And that's what Jalen needs to do. He needs to like do some grip exercises, finger exercises, and it works, bro. Like I've been like doing a little more playing ball, and my grip is not there. And as a basketball player, a playground basketball player, like for like my earlier basketball, like playing ball, like I have speed, like I'm fast. I don't know if I'm I still sound fast now. I'll probably get beat, but that's just me. But that was my superpower. I was flash. You know what I mean? So I always be able to get by my defender, but I'm like, I have no control of the ball because I have no grips. Although like, see, like this, I have, you know, a little better grip, but still, like if you work out with this, work out with it like diligently, you know, like that's not even 10 minutes a day, maybe, not even maybe 5, but like when you do it, you just got, like with anything else, you gotta like do it. Say like, I'm gonna do 50 sets. Each 50 sets of 5. I don't know how long that takes me. I usually do like maybe 20, 30. But then sometimes I do 50, but I don't really like count it. It's like maybe I'll do like 330 and then I do 2 50s, or you know, vice versa. But after a while, like you'll literally be able to like bounce a basketball like with one finger, like bang 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 bang, and like, you know what I mean, bang 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 bang, or like like you have like a lot of like major grip. And I discovered this like maybe late. I'd say maybe, I don't know. I don't want to exaggerate either, but it's been a while. Like I've had so many of these, but like the place sometimes where I buy it, it closed down. Yeah, I used to get these at yeah, okay, I'm not gonna exaggerate, say 10 years plus. I wouldn't say 15, but maybe 10 years plus. There was a Modell's in, you know, around my area, but it closed down. That's where I first seen these. And I maybe bought like 3 of these, because after a while I'll be losing stuff. But I like it so much I always buy it. So this is, last time I bought it, this is I think a higher tension than the other one. Yeah, this one is more tension. So this is, I guess it says, I don't know, like it says 9 pounds. So I don't know if that's like not the 9 pounds resistance. I'm turning this into like a workout show. It's all basketball related. But the other one I think was maybe 5. So it was like maybe 5, 9, 10, and it goes up like 2 more. But I'm like, okay, I got the 5. I was using the 5 because that's what I'm used to. But I forgot I had this one, or I didn't even remember I had this one. So now I have to work out. But that's what Jillian needs to like work out, is his fingertips grips, because when he got grip, he'd be amazing. But you could see like, bro, and then that's why I haven't watched a lot of like I try not to watch nothing like Celtics related, like to trade, nothing like that. And I'm like going all over the place. But I'm gonna wrap it up saying this with that. So I was saying I was about to look up the stats with Marcus Smart, how much he averaged for the Celtics, whatever. Came up on the stat, how much he averaged last season. 11.5, I say 12 and say 6 assists, career high. Why would you trade a man after you have, okay. So then, I'm like, hold up, let me grab my phone and go on, Bleachers Report, go on the Celtics homepage. I'm scrolling, because I haven't been on it since, like, literally, since last week, because I was going to go on it, like, draft day, whatever, I was there, like, see who we draft. But after that, Marcus Smart, I was like, what are we doing? What's going on? I'm not saying I'm losing all faith in our organization. We definitely needed a shakeup, but this is not the shakeup I wanted or needed. Like Marcus Smart entertained me. Now I gotta wait till he comes on whatever TNT, ESPN to watch him in the Grizzlies. That's a dangerous environment. I mean, Marcus Smart, be safe, please. And I ain't say thank you so much for your contributions. I think it said he was on their team for 9 seasons. I enjoyed all those seasons, whatever it was, 7, 8, 9. I enjoyed your time on the court. I love the way you play, your effort, your passion. Like you dive on the floor, like you hurt yourself so many times, like playing basketball. That's why I don't understand how these other guys, like if I'm a basketball player and I see my teammate like putting maximum effort, not saying like everybody whatever, and some guys ain't divers, some guys have shaky knees. I'm not saying, like I said, you ain't gotta do that, but you ain't gotta dive, but I want to motivate you to play more in the right way so you can get the win, because you see your teammate is putting maximum effort. But Mark Smart's the scapegoat because we failed to perform up to standards as we should. How you gonna win 3 games in the playoffs in a row and then lose the most important one, Game 7, at home? Boggles my mind. The only thing I could contribute to is maybe young age. Some people get it, some people don't. And I'm not even hating. Like I keep bringing up Jalen because, like, Jalen my boy. I root for Jalen. Like, I root for him a lot. Like he's still my boy. Like it's at the end of the day, it's basketball. Like I'm not mad at him like in real life. Like I don't wish no harm on none of these people's. It's just basketball. I yell at because I'm entertained by basketball, so I yell at my TV. I root my team on. They're doing bad, It's just part of, that's my entertainment. So whatever I say, to get back so you don't get offended, this is just basketball related. Like there's nothing, no animosity to you, like in no physical harm or whatever to like nobody. If I said anything in the past, or I'm probably gonna say something in the future, it's all basketball related. And I'm a wannabe comedian, so I've been trying to because usually when I come on here, been a couple times, I've been in and out. I just thought about this. I hope this is recording. I just hope I haven't been talking, mostly rambling, but y'all, so I get my frustration out for now. And another thing I haven't even said, like, subscribe and would share all that good stuff. I haven't said that, so I'm gonna have to throw that in like a couple more times, I guess. Like, share, subscribe. Like I don't know why that subscribe to my channel, subscribe to Celtics Be Ballin', subscribe to Celtics Be Ballin'. Hit the like button on Celtics Be Ballin'. I got this new feature. I gotta read up on it. See if I can throw it on my channel. Cause I seen it on other channels like all that. I was like, that's dope. So I got it downloaded. I just haven't like read up on how to put it on my channel. It's probably simple, but I said I did it late and it's later. Need to bring my ass to bed. But I'm still like, you know what I mean? Still like Marcus Smart is gone. Like my enthusiasm to watch the Celtics, like literally, like keep it 100, has went down tremendously. And I'm not even hating on my two dudes or everybody else, but like how you gonna say Marcus Smart is okay? I'm gonna say it, because that's how I'm my team. Well, it's my basketball team that I root on, put it like that. And watching them, and definitely watching Marcus Smart from a rookie. And people be hating on Marcus Smart before he even got here because of things he did. Like, I respected that really and truly, because if, you know what I mean, you can get the hands, that's what it was. Repercussions, you know, for your actions, it's gonna happen. But Marcus Smart I've not heard nothing bad off the court, because even on the court, like goofy refs, like even if you get into it with a refs, like so what? All the players do. So if that's why y'all are not gonna say, all I hear is Marcus Smart. They be saying Marcus Smart be trying to do too much. Like when? Like the only time I say trying to do too much, and I still like, oh, if that would've, you know what I mean? It's like usually when we're up, and then I'm like, oh, we up 2-3, we up like, you know, maybe 10. Marcus Smart might, you know, well, why are we watching it? Well, that's why I'm watching the game, to see Marcus Smart do some awesome stuff, and watch my other players do some awesome stuff. But usually guarantee Marcus Smart healthy, he gonna do some awesome stuff. That's why I like come back again. Why y'all gotta hate? If my man's a point guard, he's gonna show you love. He's gonna give you the ball. So you don't gotta go up. None of y'all gotta go up. Give the man the ball. Like the whole playoffs, I see this. Marcus Smart is not gonna like. He's trying to set you up. So if you shut him out from the jump, how is he gonna get like locked in? You gonna throw him the ball, so now he's just a shooter. He's trying to be a point guard. He's a point guard. He's coming up. He's looking over the defense. How many times Marcus and just hit you, hit Rob, boom, boom. Y'all didn't give that man no chance to be awesome. And like literally, I know I was probably saying in the first video, it was some selfish ass shit. I don't know why. I'm not gonna say it's because, you know, they don't like each other, but like it was some selfish ass shit, man. That's why we lost the game, because we was playing selfish. Why? Important game, you just like everybody gonna shine if everybody play their role. You don't have to be freaking point forward. Just do your thing. Let my man bring up the ball. You still gonna be able to hit your threes. You don't even have to hit threes, dog. You're a mid-range shooter. That's what I don't understand. You've been in the league 5, maybe 6 years now, and going back to like we got KP here from last year. Even when we shoot, we either we on from threes or we off. In the playoff, two series, we shot like 80% from inside, but we couldn't hit threes. We lost those games. So to me, there's no balance. I have adjusted my mindset, because like that's the only way I could watch, like literally watch the team without getting so frustrated. And every time Joe Mazzulla said it, that frustrated me because I had to get used to them shooting like 33s. He's talking about and I know, he may be exaggerating, but I know more than a couple times that we shot more than 40 times, more than a couple. I'll say more than 10 games. I could be wrong. I'll say 15 games at least, and I could be wrong. I haven't looked up no stats. If I do look it up and I remember, I'll come back. But we shot over. There's a lot of times. Like I said, I could be totally wrong. So y'all haven't been hit me up in the comments. Oh, another thing, man. Share your thoughts. Like, I'm trying to do this, for a while. So share your thoughts. Maybe you see I'm doing something. I know I'm definitely, although I'm talking to myself, I still got I'm getting better. I still have that nervous energy. Although I'm talking to myself, but it's just it's just how my brain think. I'm like, oh, although I'm talking to myself, I'm gonna, put it up and whatever weird stuff I'm doing, because I've been critiquing people, but I just do it to play around, because that's, I don't be hating on folks. I'm just like, yo, bruh, you couldn't let me do it before I even talk. That's why I need to set up my screen to see if I'm talking to myself or this is, let me get off of this, because I'm probably talking and this video is probably stopped and I'll be mad this time. Really and truly. I want to really stop and go around and see. That's why I'm going to wrap it up pretty soon. But I'm still talking about the threes. We have certain players that are good 3-point shooters, and then we don't let them shoot. We have guys, superstar guys, who are not good at threes, very effective going to the hole and hitting mid-range, but settle for threes. We shouldn't do that. We did that. And then, I don't know how that's going to work, how we supposed to shoot. And like I said, probably exaggerating, but I know we shot a lot of times over 43s per game. Anything over 30 got me worried, man. Even because I'm looking at it from last year. Last year we tied a record at Madison. I think we shot 26 threes. So that definitely probably shot over 53s. And then at the Garden, I think we matched it for 24, and we had that maybe 3 seasons now. I said this is all just in my head, so I could be wrong. But just to say for 3 seasons we matched it. Last year I'm like, oh, we definitely gonna bop that. If it wasn't last year we might have matched it last year. But I'm thinking it might have been the year before. But just say, okay, let's say last year. So we come in with a 3-point shooting team. That record should have been gone at least by mid-season if you're a good 3-point shooting team. But I wouldn't even say we average on a good day. Because although at one point we was leading the league, and then I think we mellowed out to maybe 16, but I think the league was maybe 18. I don't know who got it. So, and that's a lot of threes. But if you take in and I look at it, this is what bothers me. When we take more 3s and 2-pointers, that means that's dunks you not doing, that's layups you not attempting, and all that entitles getting them in foul trouble. That's the biggest irk of me shooting 3s, because when you pay in the post, you're gonna get the other team in foul trouble. You're gonna get them frustrated, even if the ref is calling. I guess, well, that thing wasn't gonna make no sense, but this will make sense. You play in the paint, you get the other team frustrated if the ref had a bad call, but it favored us. That's gonna frustrate the other team more. That's why you stay in the paint. if you get your superstar team in foul trouble, just like, which this is another frustration with my man Jalen, and like half the time it was his fault, then half the time it's just the refs calling some madness, but more than half it's like Jalen. Well, let me rephrase that. More than half the time is Jalen trying to like do too much, like unnecessary stuff to like pick up fouls early, and then like, bruh, from Brad was there, he's there. I know they could play with, in foul trouble, because Brad, from he was there, they never took him out when they in foul trouble, so they know how to play through it. But even if you do, it's gonna be like, alright, I have 2 fouls, so I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm still gonna be aggressive. Oh, now I got my 3rd foul. 7 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Now you gotta sit down. Start out 3rd quarter. 2 minutes in, now you got your 4th foul. Even if you stay in there for another 5 minutes, you can't be aggressive. And then if you pick up 2 fouls, or even 1 in the playoff, in the 1st quarter, like say, after the 1st quarter, okay, now you got 6 fouls in 3 quarters. But if you're picking up especially silly fouls, because a lot of those calls, like, bro, what are you doing, man? Like, please, sir, just stop. You don't have to be that aggressive. Because soon as, even if, like, you being over aggressive, even if you ain't being over aggressive, the ref's gonna look at it like that, because that's their viewpoint. They're gonna call it on you, man. That was like another big thing. The turnovers, like, okay, you had a bad one turnover. Let me get off of that. No, you had a bad turnover game. It is not just you. So, I'm just picking on you a little bit because I expect better from you. Because, you're one of the leaders and you say you want to be. I'm about to sign off. Like, subscribe, share, leave your comments. Don't be saying like no like bad stuff. Because I said if, when I do start getting comments, regularly. So far, the comments been great. Appreciate it. But if y'all say, like, people say negative comments, I'm just gonna read it and not respond. But I might respond. So don't do it. Because, you're gonna tempt me to respond and then we got to go back and forth. I don't want to do that. This, it's a loving thing. And I don't know why I said that, because all that energy been good so far. Like, share, subscribe to my channel, Celtics Be Balling. What the future look like? Good news. We got Sam Cassell back. I like that. I'm just gonna throw this out there. So if anything happened, and I'm not wishing bad, but this is just part of my frustration. And Joe Mazzulla, he ain't get no training time or none of that. Excuse me. So I don't mind him coming back, but I don't want like a whole season if he. Well, we was doing good now, so I can't even say he was doing bad, but like the thing, and he got thrown to the fire. But like maybe halfway through the season, like shit ain't clicking. Sam Cassell get the job. I'm hoping that's the backup plan. At the beginning, I thought because I didn't know nothing about Joe Mazzulla besides in interviews when Jason was like, that's who they go talk to, and Ime, whatever that was, But I thought Damian Stoudemire was gonna get the job. That's what I was hoping. I'm not hating on Joe, but that's what I was hoping. Even before, because I think Stoudemire was there. He was there when Ime got hired, and I didn't know nothing about Ime, so I was like, why didn't Stoudemire get the job? And then Stoudemire left like what? I think in April? No, I'm sorry. And maybe the beginning of March, because he got a job, coaching. So there was a lot of things that conspired to her downfall, I guess. But players on the court, all comes down to not being selfish, in my opinion. I could be wrong. A lot of changes. I can't say I like them, but I'm gonna watch. I might not even get my Hulu. Well, I might not get us. I might just go back to like watching on the internet, going through the commercials and then listen to it, because I'm frustrated and like my whole opinion change of my team last year. At the beginning, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to freaking parade. I was teasing still my people's all the way in Connecting right now. I was teasing my folks, and he was, he was like, nah, ain't no parade, son. What you talking about? Beginning of the season, I was talking that because I came to a realization. But I also was like, I need to support my team because I haven't never been to a playoff game. I've been to 2 games at the Garden, and I think 2 other times I've seen them play. So I think like 4 times in all I've seen the Celtics play. Seen them play at in the Mullen Center, that's UMass, the Minutemen. So I seen them play there. That's their Coliseum. And then I seen them play in Connecticut. This was, I think, the year after they won. I seen them. They was going on a little tour. So I think they watched them play at the Mullen. Then I seen them play in Connecticut. That was the first time I seen KG. Because then the second time I went to the Garden, I watched Melo. And that's when I was like, and shout outs to Melo, man. I haven't been on this in a minute. That's it. I hope I'm not talking to myself. Shout outs to Melo. They did you dirty, Melo. From you came in the league, they've been doing you dirty, man. You was at least supposed to be co-rookie of the year. I've been watching you from Syracuse, my G. They did you dirty. Not saying LeBron wasn't doing his thing, but I think LeBron got hurt a little bit. So that's how I like, hey. I think Melo played more games, so Melo supposed to get it. And then if anything, Melo definitely supposed to get co-MVP. So shout out to you, retired Melo. Like I said, been watching you since Syracuse. I loved your game. I was so impressed when I seen you at the Garden. Like, bruh. Like, watching you play on TV is dope, but like when you came down and like doing, hitting people with the shoulder, or just coming down hitting that jump with my boy, ooh. I'm like, yeah, Melo. I should have watched you a couple more times, but you definitely didn't disappoint. Can't remember. I think we won that game. I know that game was live too, because that game we all went. It was like maybe at least 5-6 of us went. So that game was lit. That was the first time I went with the crew. Well, we all went. Most of us went to like the other 3. The first time I went to Garden, I went by myself. I was supposed to go by myself. Then people found out I was going by myself, and one of them wanted like the go-to. I ended up going by myself. Shoot. Which I originally planned to. Throwing off my plans. God darn it. You know what I mean? Y'all been so with me, I think. So I'm about to be out. I'm so praying when I go around. This is still recording. I hope you enjoy this. If y'all players, because I do want to interview all of y'all. Jalen, Jason, Marcus, all of y'all, know what I mean? I want to interview basketball players, period, or, sports figures, but, basically basketball. Not basically, but mainly, because, then when I branch out, do comedians and all that good stuff. Don't make it live. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave a good comment. Or, well, it could be negative, but just don't be like. You know how y'all like. Don't be like. I'm not gonna even give y'all suggestions to like whatever. And like y'all can crack jokes. I don't care. I got jokes too. So y'all can crack jokes. I don't mind jokes. I mean, we could go back and forth, bagging. That's cool. It's just, the kind of comments that nobody wants, got no time for it. Like, share, subscribe. I think that's like maybe 4 or 5 times. I told you I was gonna get it in. Hopefully I go around there. It's still, and then I hit it. Then I upload it a couple days. Reason why it kind of took long too, because my phone is filled up. So even when I try to like take things off my phone, it's still like. So that's kind of one of the reasons why before the Market Smart trade, because I was gonna lie and say I did a video. I'm trying to think if I did. Maybe I was gonna do a video. Oh no, I think I was trying to edit something to like upload, and then I found out. I think I was trying to upload a short or something like that. But I've been rambling. Celtics be balling. Let's see if Celtics be balling. Coming up this season. I don't know. We play better under pressure. I can say that. And that's how I was looking at it before the trade. I'm like, yeah, we play definitely better when we don't have the spotlight on us. I don't know if it's a young thing, like when people boosting us up, we play good, but then we get cocky and lose to teams like Orlando 2 times in a row. Can't do that. Shouldn't do that. It's done, so you can't do it. But Celtics be balling. Celtics be balling. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Thank you again, and I'm out. Deuces.